Yo, it's your man Jam C,
Yo, it's the favorite Republican out here, Republican.
and we are going to the motherfucking vocal.
We out here talking because we got
Yeah,
LIPS's.
absolutely. Yo, favorite time of the year is the summer. Well, we in spring, but the summertime is coming. This is my favorite time of the
No,
year.
we in this summer started already, right?
Nah. It starts the 21st of this month, like the
Right, right,
21st
right.
month, so something like that. So yeah, we still in
Yeah, that's a
we in
dub.
the fourth quarter of spring.
That's a
You don't
dub.
like it? You don't like
No,
it?
it's too hot.
Really?
Too hot. I
Nah,
don't like
I love
that.
that. I love that shit. Well, you're a fall baby, just like me, but you
Yeah,
love fall.
yeah. Give me some of that. Not this shit. Mm-mm.
Anything under 60, I could do away with. Anything under 60, I could do away with. I don't really care for it. So I
I
could
love.
do 60 and better.
Yeah, I could. I'm good in the 30s.
Nah, fuck that. Because you want to wear coats and shit. I'm good. I'm good off that.
You
I'm
could
good
duck.
off.
You could duck the. You could bundle up in the cold. You can't duck no heat.
Shit, you can AC.
But the
You
motherfucker
can.
broke. Tell me you ain't never have a car. The AC was broke. You got out the motherfucker. Your whole back was wet.
Yeah, of course. I have wet back. Yeah, yeah.
Can't duck.
Listen, I just embrace it because for my entire life on this planet, I had to deal with was it the four seasons. But the two of the seasons are my favorite. You know, I can fuck with fall a little bit, but like I said, when you go under a certain scale, you lose me with that. You lose me in winter. The winter, I'm lost all winter. I can't stand it. I don't like. I don't really care for the cold like that. So I don't probably. I only go out. I'm in and out. But if it's when the weather breaks, I'm outside all day.
Mm.
I love beautiful. I love beautiful sun, beautiful landscape. I could do without that snow shit. I could do without all that. I'm not pressed. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I'm fine with the snow, just the shoveling part.
Yeah, fuck all that.
The
I
shoveling
want the only
part.
time I want to see snow is on TV.
Mm.
I don't want to see that shit in my yard. I don't want to see that shit outside. I don't want to pick nothing up, throw no snowball pass, all that shit. I don't even want to drive in it, nothing. I don't want to do none of that. I love this time of year because, like Biz Markie said, spring again. It's time to start dating, time to start getting out there. If you ain't in the situation, get yourself in the situation.
It
You
ain't no
know,
better time to get into a situation than the winter, nigga, because you gotta bundle up.
yeah, but the spring is where spring sets that shit off. Spring sets that shit off. It sets it off. That's when everybody outside. You meet your hey love at the backyard barbecue and shit. Which brings us to what I was thinking about today. Because I was watching Cam Newton. I don't know the name of that podcast. I don't even know if you would consider it a podcast, but his platform.
No,
And
but it
he
is
was
a podcast.
it's a podcast, okay. And
Mm.
he had Angela Simmons on there, and they was talking about. He asked her, about her first date. What was her first date tips? And she gave what she considered to be first date tips. And she was saying that for her, first dates have to be um, brought with gifts. Like when a person come pick up, he has to come to the door with gifts, not just coming to take out, but he gotta shower her with a first date gift, and it would have to be like a high ticket item, like flowers is a no go for her. That's a red flag. That's what she said. Flowers, red flag. So she was talking about like a diamond bracelet, or she said a paddock, or Rolex, or she didn't even say Gucci bag. I think she said like a Birkin bag. Like she took it there with it. Like, and I was like, damn. And I'm thinking about that. Like, do females really think like that? Like, you think you should be given a gift on a first date, like a first date? I mean, if that's the case, how come guys don't get a gift on a first date?
The whole notion, and I could go on for days about talking about this first date shit, right? Because I've been on plenty, and a lot of them have been unsuccessful, right? And I'm a type of joker on the first date, right? I'd rather keep it light and simple, right? Let's fill each other out. Let's vibe. You know what I'm saying? We could go grab some coffee, or we could go get some ice cream, or hell, we could just take a stroll in the park, right? Just to get to know each other. You understand what I'm saying? Why do I want to sit at Sullivan's or Perry Steakhouse, right? Spend all this money on an expensive meal, right? And then come to find out we don't got, there ain't no chemistry there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm out of big bread, and in her case, I'm out of hella bread because I don't have to buy a big ticket item, which that don't make sense to me, right?
Hmm.
Well, so if you're on a date, you're looking to get to know somebody, right? And because somebody can buy a big ticket item, doesn't mean that their integrity is intact. Doesn't mean that their morals are intact. Person could be a dickhead that could buy a high ticket item. You understand what I'm saying? But you basing this date off a high ticket item. I just think it's stupid, to be honest with you.
No, it's very stupid. It's very stupid. But I agree with what you're saying. Like the purpose of the first date is the icebreaker. We're supposed to get to know each other better, and get to know what you think, and looking at each other eye to eye and communicating. No cell phone, no taking what we do, Instagram photos, none of that shit. We actually taking time. It's not about the food. We could pick an environment like you said, walking in the park, or we could go have coffee, or we could if we do something light like a light brunch, but it don't have to be no place where it's a high ticket. Like just where you could go someplace where it's really good food. It could be comfort food, whatever your taste buds desire. But if the whole purpose is for us to get to know each other better and get more comfortable with each other, it shouldn't have anything to do with the exchange of gifts. Because hey, to your point, it's it's a first date. We might not connect. So you want me to spend a high ticket for
A
somebody?
take a set.
I could have donated that to charity and saved a life with the prices I'm paying. If I spend $4,000 or $5,000 for a gift, or $200 for a gift, that's a donation I could give to somebody who really needs it.
No,
If you
no.
look at
Birkins is 25 and better. Like, you understand? A Patek, you talk about,
yeah,
they weigh more than a Rolly. You
like
understand what
40,000,
I'm saying?
yeah,
So,
like almost like yeah, a couple million,
not a
couple
couple
million.
million, reaching like 100,000. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm doing this on the first date, and I always thought that. Well, this is just my perception of how I see it. That when you date, it goes in progression, right? If I just met you and your birthday come around, you can't expect me to go all out because I just met you. I may get you something, but it may not be something like big or whatever the case may be. Over years, you earn bigger gifts the longer we together. You get what I'm saying? That's how I see it, right? So if we 10 years in, you deserve something kind of decent. You understand what I'm saying? But not 1 year, 2 year. Like I'm just buying all these big ass gifts. First year, second year, knowing you like, nah, I don't think that's, nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I don't want you to do it for me, and damn sure don't expect it to come back, being reciprocated. So I don't want you spending no big money on me, cause I don't want you to expect that I'm gonna spend big money on you in return. You understand what I'm
So
saying?
so let me ask you this: since you said you've been on multiple first date that was failures, what if you don't mind me asking, what was one thing that stood out in particular that you did not like about that first? And you could pick one of the dates. What didn't you like about the first date? Why was the experience so bad?
Well, one particular incident, I had a young lady who we go to this Mexican restaurant. We order dinner. We go there to have dinner, and the waitress takes our order, and she ordered her food for there, and then ordered a plate to go. Right.
Mm.
So then I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe when the bill come, she'll be like, I got that plate to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cover that. You know what I'm saying? So the bill came, and Shorty just put on her lipstick, lip gloss. Like my lip gloss popping. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh snap, right? So she ordered a plate to go to take home to feed her son. That
Oh
was
shit.
visiting. That was visiting. That's a grown ass man with
Yeah.
kids, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you took a whole plate home with to feed your son on my dime, and I'm trying to
Oh,
get to know you. You
yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So they go they go
Yeah.
one of the
Ah.
reasons
Yeah.
why that shit ain't work.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? What are you dumb? Like what is wrong with you? Like why would you do that? You understand
and,
what I'm saying? Like
and somehow in her mind, she felt like she deserved that. That's the point. That's I'm like, yo, she felt like she deserved that. That because why would you
right.
do that? Why would you do
They
that if
just
you
met.
didn't? Yeah,
Just met.
she felt.
Like
Yeah, just met you. Why would you do that? Like that's that be the thing. And let me see what they said. I'm looking at it says here now. And this respectfully goes for both parties. It and when you do what they gave tips, Google gave tips on first date, and they said either or the male or female can offer to pay for the dinner. Well, ain't too many females offering to pay no bill for on the first date. You
no.
know what I'm saying? So, but they say that you could offer to pay. She also has the option to offer to pay and speak about clarify your boundaries at the end of the date. What's your expectation of the date? Um, I don't know if people really discuss that their expectations on the first date. If you feel like this won't be a one night stand or what have you, but I think those things happen before you even go out. In some cases, before you even hook up like that. But yeah, they were saying that they think both parties has the option to offer the paper. I ain't never been on a first date where a female said I got to check.
Me neither. I would say, and I guess what they're touching up on when they say expectation after the first date, the expectation is, do we meet again? Do we, is
Mm-hmm.
this over with? You understand what I'm saying? When can I see you again? That kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Do you set the expectation of us hooking up again? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've learned on some first dates, well, just recently, right? I like within the last year or so, right? Going on first date, I come with flowers, right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
I come with like not grocery store flowers, like I get them put together. You understand what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Gotcha.
So it's a
Gotcha.
nice bouquet. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So not for nothing, these, and I'm not saying I don't know if you know if I'm like only one who done something like this. I'm probably not, but I want to at least leave an impression that I he did bring that was thoughtful of him to bring flowers on our
Mm-hmm.
date. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be
Mm-hmm.
very mindful, conscious of it by not putting them on the spot, by giving it to him in public places, but giving it to him in private. You know what I'm saying? Like be like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, you mind if I go to my car? I got something for you. The date could be over with, or the date could have started. But like, yo, stay in your car, I'ma come to you. You know what I'm saying? I got something I wanted to give you. Whereas though giving them to him out in public, kind of put him on the spot. And some
Mm-hmm.
people probably don't like that attention. You know what I'm saying? So I'd
Yes.
rather give it to him in you know
And pride.
private. You know what I'm saying? Before we go in, or even after the date, or whatever the case may be. So
Oh, that's thoughtful. That's very thoughtful. That's thoughtful. I've done
definitely.
that. I've done that before on first date many years back. Now my flower, I actually stole the flowers though, but I've done that before. It's usually I guess my experience it was always well received. I never had a bad experience with that, but they were flowers always well received because women always say they love flowers. So I mean, why not? I always
Yep.
think that's one of the ingredients to a woman's heart. A nice bouquet of flowers, especially if you're lucky enough you pick the right colors.
And if they ain't allergic,
That part too. That part too.
shit.
That's something. Yeah, that's something I never asked a person. We just always assume they love flowers, but not realizing they could have some allergies and shit like that.
Mhm.
That's why
Mhm.
crazy. So
But
have you ever received flowers on a first date? You.
nah, nah. And I want to clear this up, right? And I can't speak for all men, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy me some fresh flowers. Buy me some motherfucking fresh flowers. I love them. I put them motherfuckers right in the house. You understand what I'm saying? I'm
Mm-hmm.
cool with some fresh flowers. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think that fresh flowers is just a woman's thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's not.
I think that's how I think. I like fresh flower. I like fresh. It gives the house a nice little spin to it, and nice little fresh smell to it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I like fresh flowers personally.
Now they have what's called first dates, universal rules, and now first date, I've never had it, and I try to stay away from this. And I think this is the disclaimer that I give on a first date is let's not talk about our past relationships. Don't talk about the ex. Make probably try to spend more time on getting to know where we at right now, but try to stay away away from the talking about your ex situations and things like that. If you can help it, skip that talk, and let's pretty much talk without not like a job interview. You know what I'm saying? Because I think sometimes people get lost in conversation, and then sometimes you start looking at your phones. It's like ditch the cell phone, put the phone away, and just get to know each other.
I think talking about exes on the first date is a definite red flag. I even think about talking about yourself too much can be
Yeah,
like a
that can.
buzzkill. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because you
that
can
can.
come off as self-centered and
Mm-hmm.
egotistical. All those things that come with just
Yeah.
being self-absorbed or whatever, right? So those things you got to be mindful of. What the conversation. The conversation can
Mm-hmm.
just be regular conversation. It don't have to be
Mm-hmm.
so weighty because it's the first date. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? Have a little fun with it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like laugh and joke.
Yeah.
People
No.
watch.
Absolutely. Yeah.
People watch
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Find
Keep it.
something humorous about the menu or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to be so weighty.
Yeah, because I've had some experiences where people talk, the sister talk about herself all day long, like all day, 24/7. It's her, and I'm a good listener, so I remember everything. I listen, because I think women like to be listened to. One, and they do like to be heard and listened to, and attended that way. They want, they love when a man is attentive to them, and I think that should go both ways. So, because men like to be attended to too. So, and they like to be heard. You know what I'm saying? If let's communicate, let's talk, let's get to know it, let's laugh, let's like you said, people watch, tell jokes, just lighten the mood up. It don't have to be so heavy. It's first of all, it's the first date. We just getting to know each other, so it ain't really got to be so heavy.
I went on a date with this young lady one time. I met her in Philly, right? We went to a nice restaurant in Philly, and the date was over with, and she was like, "Yo, you want to just go to the train station and just people watch?" And we just sat in the train station and just watched people go by. You
That's cool.
understand what I'm saying?
That's
Just
cool.
people watch. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
she brought me into something that she liked to do. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I partaked in it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I didn't see anything wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked and continued with our conversation. You understand? It just kind of gave you like, well, the date went it went okay. With
Mm-hmm.
I want to continue, so let's just hang out a little bit more. You understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You only can hold these people table, but for so long. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Before they got to
Yeah.
send somebody else here. And so she was like, "Yo, let's just go people watch." And I was like, "All right, cool." We ain't had to spend more money. You understand what I'm saying? Just at the
Mm-hmm.
train station.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
good,
I
man.
thought that was pretty cool. First time I ever did that with on a date.
That yeah, because I've never done that. I can't say that. I I think the I've always had good connections. My first dates out because I think it's even in a blind date situation. I've been blessed. I always had a good connection. I think I had one bad first date where the female was pretty much lying the whole date. Then she got busted. It was just a mess. It was a total disaster. And it was just like, come on, like we just it's never, it should never be that heavy. You know what I'm saying? It should never be that, it's a first date. We get to know each other, let's move on. But like I'm looking at this here and it's saying for universal rules, and it was just saying they give you, you could Google this, like if you don't really know, like, and this is just for people that, not for you and I, but for people that may not know, you can always Google some of this shit if you want any ideas on first date tips. I don't think you're never too old to learn this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's real interesting. It just tells you, it just gives you some insight, from the man perspective and from the female perspective, and it gives you universal rules for both. And these are just ideas. These are not. It's not handwritten in the Bible. It's just some tips to point you in the right direction of things that you could do or not, or things that you like. To Republicans' part, a lot of guys don't get flowers, and some guys do. And without understanding, some women, that's the way to their heart. Flowers, that sometimes, that little thing can get you in the door sometimes. It's the probably one of the best icebreakers.
No, I agree. I agree. I think that when I don't know how the search went when you did your search on Google, right? But I think it should be age specific as well.
Yeah, yeah, I think
You get
so.
what I'm saying? Like at a certain age, certain things fly, certain things don't fly. You understand
Mm.
what I'm saying? So it would be pretty cool to kind of see if those questions would be the same for someone in their latter years of dating.
Yeah,
You get what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Well, my search is more general. I did it from I think the age span was between, what I do, 35 to 55. So if you go younger than that, or if you even go older outside of that scale, I think it would be different. More likely different for men than, I can't say if it would be different for women. But
Hmm.
that's something that we would have to look into. But I did it from the demographic of 35 to 55.
Okay, so you did do it like age
Yeah,
specific. Okay,
yeah,
great, 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 great. Cool, cool, cool. That makes sense.
yeah.
That
So
makes
I mean,
sense.
that's what I have for today. I think that was just something that was on my heart, and I think, like, we need to, as men, we need to focus on what our women need, and as women, we need to focus on what our men need.
Nah, just say what it was. Just say Angela Simmons really pissed you off with that shit. Like
Nah, I wasn't pissed, but it blew me back, because
you
when
should have
you think,
been.
yeah, because you think about it, it's women out here that really think like that. She wasn't speaking alone. She wasn't
She
speaking alone.
was. She
Nah,
was.
she, nah, she spoke in that she spoke her truth. But there are women like her that have a lot less than her, and probably in a more struggling demographic that thinks exactly like her.
Hmm.
Everybody now in this generation, their expectations are so unrealistic. That's why I pose this question, and this question goes out to everybody who's watching this show right now. And hit us up at goinvocal@gmail.com and let us know, because there are people out here that really think like that. They really feel like they deserve a gift first date. Like, no flowers, I want a gift. You come to the door with a gift. Flowers is
I
a
am the
gift.
gift. I am the
And
gift.
and a high, and that part, and a high dinner. They want to go out to Mastro Steakhouse and Noble and all these other places to eat. And it's like, well, they closed the Four Seasons in New York, so you can't go there no more. That's done. So, but they want that.
Okay.
They don't want Applebee's. What was the place that Homeboy got dissed about? Was that the Cheesecake Factory? Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they had a problem with that. Like, come on. And I don't know if that was the first date in that situation, but
It
nonetheless,
was.
whatever. It was a first
It
date.
was. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So come on. He took her out to eat. What was he
I'm
supposed to
telling
say?
you, I got a little hang up with Cheesecake Factory only because the menu too goddamn long. Give me too
Yeah.
many goddamn options.
Yeah. It's commercial. It's a commercial chain. That's why. It's not. It's not. It's a commercial chain. Specialty restaurants gonna have smaller. The menu's gonna be much smaller. But
Yeah,
speaking
we
of that,
getting
I know you got to get to your menu, so we're gonna sign off now today. I don't have a get your shit together. I just like
nah.
it was just
Neither.
on my heart. Right now we are currently watching these playoffs, so we'll get back to y'all with our thoughts and how it unfolds. You got any closing
Likewise.
words,
No,
Republican?
just everybody be safe. Be be careful on all this heat. I don't know if it's super heat hot where you're at, but it's damn sure hot where I'm at. So just be
Mm-hmm.
careful, stay hydrated. Health is wealth, and stay the fuck home. Stop driving so much. You don't have to spend so much money on gas.
That part, that part. Gas is close to a ticket. So yeah, let's get this. Let's
Straight to Mr.
micromanage.
Listen,
Yeah,
did she want a fucking high ticket gift and gas cost what the fuck it cost? And I gotta feed you? Is you dumb? You
yeah.
gotta be dumb. But it is what it is. It
It
is
is
what it
what.
is.
All right. And on that
No,
note,
Angela Simmons, get your shit together
yeah,
and date
yeah.
more realistic, motherfucker.
And the nigga and the motherfucker who giving it to her, he need to get his shit together, get his head right,
that
cause
that
I'm
part.
good. I'm good on that. And on that note, it's your man Jam C,
It's your favorite Republican.
and we've gone vocal. Peace.
Peace.